Hey guys, we have another cigar for you today. This is the Tabernacle Havana Seed Connecticut number 142. This cigar is made by Foundation Cigars, and this is the second offering in the line of the Tabernacle cigars. You have the regular one, and then you have this one, the Havana Seed. The regular one is a much darker, it's more of a Duro type wrapper. This one's dark too. But this actually has a very, very interesting taste. The wrapper, I believe, is a Havana, Connecticut number 142, which is, of course, it says it on the label. But if you haven't heard of that, the reason for that is probably because Foundation had been working on that for many years to develop a wrapper specifically for this cigar. So that's really interesting, and I have to say it's got a very extraordinary taste, and it smells excellent. It smells like, it kind of smells grassy, if that makes any sense to you. Kind of smells like an earthy and grassy cigar. But we're going to talk more about it, but first let's get it cut and let's get it light. Seems like it has a smooth jaw. Once again, to light the cigar, we're going to use the Kel method, which I mentioned in my other video with the Don Carlos. This is an excellent method. Basically, you're burning the rim of the cigar first. Once you have the rim just lightly smoking, you're going to go in, you're going to finish it. Just like that. Did much better on it that time than the first time. Wow, right away. Very strong flavor. That just punches you in the mouth with flavors. And I'm getting a lot of earthiness. Pepper, some like a grassy flavor, and it's all real strong, and a lot of leather too. It's a very robust taste, just right off the bat. Just knocks your teeth out with that. And that's one of the things we're going to talk about today is the strength of these cigars and other very strong cigars like this. This definitely shouldn't be your first cigar. This is a very, very strong cigar. It's very full-bodied, but it's excellent so far. It's got a great draw. Yeah, it's a very strong cigar. I had a big lunch today and a late lunch. And I've got water with me as well. That's just, if a cigar is really strong, you don't want to smoke it on an empty stomach. It might make you feel sick or dizzy. So always take precautions when you smoke a really strong cigar like this. But yeah, it's excellent so far. This cigar, the Tabernacle, has become really probably, if I must say, one of my all-time favorite cigars ever. I always have one in my humidor. There's never a time where I don't have one of the variants of the Tabernacles in my humidor. I smoke them all the time. Probably the cigar I smoke most often. It's just so good. It's just excellent. We're getting a very nice burn on there this time. You guys probably thought I didn't know how to light a cigar after that first Don Carlos video. But that's a great cigar. Very, very good cigar. It's very strong though. Shouldn't be your first cigar. The guys who developed this cigar, like I said, they worked on the wrapper for this for many years. I think they started working on it in 2014. And his name is slipping me right now, but I think he also helped with the Liga Privada series. So the guy who was involved in this cigar definitely knows what he's doing. And it's constructed beautifully. And it's just flawless. And these could be had for around $9, which is a great deal. And that reminds me, I want to give a very nice shout out to Jimmy over there in Scottsdale Cigars. He's got a great little shop up there. He's got the best selection, and he keeps his cigars in stock. And he knows good cigars, and so he stocks excellent cigars, and he has them all at a great price. He's a really nice guy. If you're in Arizona, please stop by Scottsdale Cigars. And no, he's not paying me for that. I've been a customer of his ever since I turned 18. I've always gotten great cigars from him, always good quality ones too. He takes good care of his humidor and everything. So, all right, guys. We'll come back in a little bit when it's halfway, and I'll give you an update from there. Okay, guys, we're almost halfway in. I just couldn't put off telling you more about it any longer. I had to get on here and tell you. This is just such a good cigar. You know, it's got such a good draw. I mean, effortless. Great draw. It's very strong. So what I'm experiencing now, as we're further in, is to light up, the flavors were very, like, whoa, just real strong. And they still are, but they have mellowed out a little bit. They're not as harsh, but they're still very noticeable. They're still very strong, but they're not really harsh, if that makes sense. And the burn has been keeping up great, and then you have the cone, which usually that means you're smoking too fast, but I think it also means with the way I lit it, we're burning the outside first and then the inside second, which that's kind of the point of the method of lighting it that I used, which I'm going to do a separate video on that later. You know, if you really like just strong cigars and you want to, and you're relatively experienced with cigars, you just want to try really, you know, an ass kicker of a cigar, pick up one of these. It's a very, very strong cigar. I don't feel anything, but it's very strong. It's just got great flavor from start till now, and I'm sure till start to finish because I've had many of these. The flavor just holds true the whole time. They've always had good draws. I've never had a bad draw on one of these. And when I'm in the mood for a very strong cigar, like I had a big lunch, and so a lot of times after a big lunch, I like to have a big, powerful cigar. And this definitely fits the bill. This is just an awesome cigar. I'm trying to think of what else I haven't told you about it. I think these used to be a little more expensive because I remember I used to pay $12 for these. Now I'm paying around $9, maybe $10 for them, depending on the size. So I think they've actually been going down in price, which is nice. And they should be carried at most cigar shops. It's pretty famous, pretty common cigar, pretty well known. And once again, I'll say, if you're a beginner, you're going to want to stay away from this cigar. This is a very, very strong cigar. If you've only had a few cigars and they've all been pretty light, not that you should never smoke it, but if you do smoke one, just be cautious. You don't try to like prove anything to anybody. Like, oh, look at me, I can smoke a really strong cigar. Because it's not about that. Cigars are about enjoying them. And in order to enjoy this, you should take some precautions. That's all. That's just what I think. I have some stories that are not good when I've taken on a cigar that was too strong for me. But that's for another video. I'm not going to tell that now. So I guess that's it for this one, guys. I gotta tell you, you need to get out and try one of these if you haven't. I know they're at a good price too. So and Foundation is just an awesome brand. They have so many great cigars in their lineup. A lot of them I have not tried, but there's a earwig on me. A lot of them I have not tried, but I'm very anxious to, because this is probably, maybe even my all-time favorite cigar ever. Really, probably is. So that's going to conclude this video, guys. I really thank you kindly for watching and having the patience to listen to me blab. But I'm very glad to bring you this cigar, guys. So I'll see you guys on the next video.